Hey folks, welcome back to the Bourbon Basement here in
Beautiful
Morgantown, West Virginia, here at Spirit-Filled USA. We have a beautiful Yellowstone
bottle on the table.
on
Look
the
at
table.
look at the lines on that. We are doing the Recollection 8-year 110 proof from Yellowstone, and I can't wait to get into it.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Bourbon Podcast. That's not a podcast here at Spirit-Filled USA. We're glad to be with you and to have this lovely throwback bottle on the table. I don't believe we've done a Yellowstone bottle before, have we?
First one?
We haven't. I don't think we've done anything from Limestone Branch.
All right, well, if we're going to crack it, let's
pop
crack
this
it
and
properly.
let's see if it gives us anything here.
Oh, okay. That was
Nice little...
I see how you did that right next to your speaker. It's going to sound nice and loud.
Well done, well done.
More impressive on the speaker than it was to our ears, but that's okay.
The nice glug glug.
All right, look, I feel like that bottle looks like something Teddy Roosevelt would be drinking
Yeah,
on the side
Absolutely.
on the precipice of a cliff.
right before he punches somebody
Grand
out.
Canyon. No, let's think of him sitting there
a
with
boxer.
John Muir watching birds fly over the canyon as the river rushes down thousands of feet below, not hundreds of thousands of feet below. That was a rhetorical screw up right there.
So they say back in the 1870s,
Back in the day.
back in the day, you went into any saloon in the Wild Wild West, not Will Smith's Wild West, but another Wild
Yeah,
West.
that was immediately what I thought of.
That you would see this bottle on the back bar there with the embossed Yellowstone and one of the falls from Yellowstone.
That's the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone Falls.
There you go. There you go. So that's
Iconic.
It is a callback to the Yellowstone bottles of yesteryear.
Yesteryear.
All right. Well, it's a lovely looking bottle. I'll give them that. I have not
Nice color.
had hardly anything from Limestone Branch, right? That's who produces Yellowstone. And they're under the MGP,
They're under
Lectro,
the
Penelope
sort of the Squib
umbrella.
MGP umbrella. And so they have Yellowstone has a rum cask finish. That's pretty decent.
You would know.
I would know. I love those rum
He's
finish.
the rum finish guy.
And they're like $40 or $50.
Wow.
It's good stuff. And then I've had some other Yellowstones here and there. They did a Yellowstone 107 that, maybe they were trying to compete. It was in a nice red bottle. Maybe they were trying to compete with antique.
Burgundy hint of red, yeah.
It missed. It wasn't quite as good as OWA. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this may offer.
Yeah, I must confess that as an accomplished Presbyterian minister whiskey drinker, which is a part of our denominational heritage, by the way, I have not had I think this is maybe going to be the second time I've tried Yellowstone, and I don't really remember it.
If that's true, the first time I was with you because we were at Lux Row and this was on the
just
table.
a little sample, yeah.
I think it was a toasted
that's the only
barrel
time I
proof that
had
we
it.
had then.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I've had their regular offerings and a store pick of their regular offering. I have one of their single barrels, small batch. I can't remember what it is. The one with the black label. At home, I just haven't opened it yet.
8-year, 110 proof feels like a good place to make a memory.
Yeah.
So
That's a great
MSRP 69-ish.
69.
okay. So about $70.
bad,
We'll go
not
with
bad.
that. Hey, immediately on the nose, that's nice.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been studying mash bills. I've been trying.
He's studying.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we did an event recently, and so I got a mash bill cheat sheet. I think Yellowstone's mash bill is 75 corn, 13 rye, 12% malted barley, if I remember correctly. So there should be a nice little bit of rye kick on this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I usually like a medium rye influence on the mash bill.
This has sort of the nose that I remember from the last time that I had Yellowstone. Kind of in the melon land-ish, at least for me.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And I think, doesn't Yellowstone use a white corn
I'm not sure.
instead of the yellow corn?
That would make sense.
I'm pretty sure they use a white corn. So slight difference. I like that we're doing all the different kinds of like heirloom varieties of corn. Now there's red corns, there's blue corns on the market, Bloody Butcher, like all those different things. So I'm pretty sure Yellowstone's a white corn. So nose is nice.
It is. It is. It's decently sweet. It's got a little bit of a bite to it with the ethanol, but not too strong. Not too strong.
Yeah, it's got a sweet cereal note to it.
True.
The ethanol is there.
It is.
I get that.
Yeah. It's like cereal, almost oatmeal, like steel cut.
Mm-hmm. I could see some oatmeal, maybe some dried cranberries.
Oh. Okay, first taste, that's softer on the palate than I thought it was going to be, based on the nose.
Yeah.
Oh. What is that? What is that? That's got a little bit of, like, funkiness.
It's
that I didn't expect.
It's almost bubble gum.
Yeah. It's a funky bubble gum. This is messing with me.
Yeah, that's a bit of a curveball.
Oh, what?
There's some oak.
It's
some
bubble.
Spice,
There's a
but
bubble gum now.
There's bubble gum in there.
Heck? Like the pink bubble gum.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I did not expect that at all. It also has like a Golden Grams kind of note to it.
Okay.
Like a
Man,
bazooka, golden grams,
bazooka, man.
That's
a call.
dried fruit.
Wow. Little Big League Chew on there.
Oh, man, when I was a kid, Green Apple Big League Chew was the best thing on the planet.
That's like Green Spot. That's what Green Spot reminds me of.
I need to restock on some Green Spot. Oh man,
This is nice. I mean, I like this.
This
I'm
really
not
is.
mad about this. Like,
I'm trying to like place myself in like pre-prohibition time. So you're going to be in a bar that doesn't have ice. They're not going to have simple syrup. They're going to have like just like a cube of sugar or something like that.
ain't
So-
no oranges for old fashions back then.
Yeah. So like this
You're
kind
drinking
of
it straight up.
this kind of fits some of those
a
bills,
little
like
water,
kind of what
yeah.
I could imagine for that environment. I can't really describe it, but just like it's kind of robust up front, but it has its own sweetness that it's providing. So like, maybe you've got a whiskey that starts with that. You don't have to add quite as much. It does quite well with no ice.
I bet they wish that this was out before the series ended.
Oh, the show.
That would have been the perfect bottle to sit on the table during the series.
My brother liked that show quite a
That'd
bit.
have been a great opportunity for product placement. John Dutton just slugging that stuff back.
So, what do you guys think? Do we want to get into rating this baby?
Yeah, we got to, right?
We have to.
I'm trying to figure out where I land on this. You got to go first.
I think it's for $69, 8-year. I'm gonna go a solid three on the nose. Solid three on the nose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not overly complex. It's enjoyable. Drinks a little. I mean, it drinks hot for 110 proof.
Yeah.
But on the nose, I'd say a solid 3.
Yeah, I feel like middle of the road is great for this one on the nose. Like it's there's nothing to complain about, but there's nothing to really sing about on it. Like it's a solid pour. It's just it's you can tell it's whiskey when you're smelling it. It has some nice notes to it, but nothing necessarily to write home about. But it's nice.
2.5, yeah. Bang average.
Yeah, bang average.
Yeah, I think so.
On the palate, I'm probably the same. About a 3. It's it hits some of the notes there. I still get some sort of dried fruit. I can see the bubble gum. A little bit of tannin, oakiness to it.
A little bit.
Offers just enough sweetness, and so it's enjoyable.
What do you think?
I'm thinking 3.5 on the palate. That's probably my favorite part of this bottle, just because it's got some surprises packed in there. That bubblegum note, that sweetness that comes through with that, unexpected from something like this. Yeah, it's an interesting throwback. It does not slack on the proof. It definitely lets you know what proof it has. Maybe even hints at it maybe tricking you into thinking it's a little bit more. But I feel like we're kind of conditioned to think that pre-prohibition spirits were pretty strong, so maybe that's the intent.
Yeah. I'll give it a 3. A little bit of a reluctant 3, but I'll push it to a 3. I like that the bubblegum note is super unique. There's just enough spice from the rye to give it some balance, which is what's going to push me towards a 3.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little more oak, a little more robustness to back it up. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to be.
On the finish, that's probably the low point. Didn't carry through too much. Didn't stay with you. 2.5 on the finish for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo that as well on a 2.5 for the finish. This bottle's pretty solid. There are definitely some things that can improve on it. Maybe a little bit of extra age, maybe some wood finishing, that kind of thing, just to give it a bit more complexity. But yeah, the finish doesn't stick around super long. It's decent. It's got a nice little burn, but it's a little short-lived.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the finish on this. I'm going to give it a 2.
Is it the tannins? What's making it negative for you?
It's just short, and it's got like a little bit of a grainy alcohol finish to me.
Okay.
It doesn't taste like an 8-year on me on the finish.
Sure.
So I don't know what it is about that, but I don't love the finish.
Maybe it's just our pacified taste buds.
Maybe,
we're not used to what the folks drank in the Wild West in the 1870s.
We're soft.
Yeah, we want all those finishes and all the whatnot and the other.
Our palms are not quite as callous.
Yeah.
Right.
Rip would give it a higher score.
So overall, I'd say I'm torn between a 2.5 and a 3. $69 for Yellowstone isn't cheap. It's not the top tier of Yellowstone. That they have those 10-year, 11-year, or whatever those are, and then they do some of the single barrels that have that age statement on them too.
Right.
So those are sort of the top dog when it comes to Yellowstone. But for $69, I mean, the bottle's a nice novelty.
Yeah.
It looks good on the shelf. 2.5.
2.5 for you on the
2.5 overall for me.
Yeah, I feel like you're paying a bit of a visual tax for the bottle. It is gorgeous, and we definitely appreciate nicer bottles. It's not the fanciest bottle we've ever seen, but I don't know. Anytime you get something embossed, it's just a little bit nicer, a little bit fancier. Yeah, I kind of want to sit around 3 personally for this one on the overall.
This is a conundrum of a bottle for me.
Okay.
I love the bottle itself. I'm a huge national park fan. I'm working through traveling to all the national parks, so that nostalgic piece is wonderful. It makes me feel like I'm Teddy Roosevelt breaking up some big banks and monopolies, and we need more of that, dang it. I want to drink this for that reason. But then again, it's not like my favorite 8-year bourbon. It disappoints me in some ways. It's good in a couple other ways.
Yeah.
But also if you're thinking about the price per year, it's in that ballpark. An 8-year for $80 is about the standard. You can't hate on it too much for that. It's just not quite my palate. So I'm torn on this. It's got to be it's got to be a 2.5, right? This is a bottle that even when you finish this is going to sit on your shelf.
Yeah, you're going to hang on to this
as
one.
a decanter, you're going to pour something else in there.
Yeah, it looks good. Pick it up. It's worth a try. At $69, $65.
I'd probably buy one if it was $65.
It's worth a try.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's if nothing else, kind of a collector's bottle a little bit, to an extent.
Yeah,
You would think,
it sure is.
I mean, it's not the fanciest bottle we've seen, but maybe one of the fancier ones from them, at least in recent years.
So there you have it. What I think we can agree.
You guys were
2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
2.5's fine.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. There we go. That's Yellowstone. It's not as good as Yellowstone National Park, but it's pretty solid. We don't hate it.
I still enjoy their Yellowstone rum cask finish. It's pretty good. Value, it's like I said, it's like $45. I'd probably put that above this, but it's still, if you see this out, pick it up.
I mean, yeah,
It's not bad.
These limited editions, these throwbacks, these sort of themed bottles, if you will, they're fun. I think so. It's interesting to kind of explore, especially if you're a collector kind of whiskey person. But yeah, solid.
It's one of the more beautiful bottles of the year, isn't it?
Sure.
Like, sure is. Can't deny that.
And so there you have it, our first review of something from Limestone Branch with the Yellowstone Recollection 8-year, 110 proof, 2.5 overall. And we appreciate you joining us for another episode of Spirit Filled USA. And until we gather again,
We'll be with you in spirit.
cheers.
Cheers.